Why does everybody want to go back to Jakku? Welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and they dropped an Omega ability material event for Saturday and Sunday. That is pretty cool, 2 back-to-back. So we'll go ahead and take off. Sith and Night Sisters pack are back in the store. Go get yours now. No, thank you. Let's go ahead and blast through these. These are always super easy. Honestly, these are never too difficult. Let's see. Boop. Yeah, they don't make it very difficult at all. This is a pretty interesting one though, with just the Jawas. My Jawas, I spent just enough time on them to get them to Gear 8 or Gear 9, so I could beat their mod battle challenge, and that was about it. We're just gonna auto battle this. Get through this pretty quickly. You know, the credits are good. And we'll go into here, same exact party. My Night Sisters leave something to be desired. I know there's quite a few people out there that love Night Sisters, and honestly, they actually got a little bit of love through this last rework. Asajj was reworked a little bit, so if you don't know anything about that, definitely go check that out. Her new ability is pretty awesome, and so yeah, it's one of those things. You know, if it's a complete 5 Night Sister setup, it works obviously the best than just having a single Night Sister because of the synergy issues. But even an entire Night Sister team, in my opinion, and I know I'll offend everyone, but in my opinion, I'm still not a Night Sister fan. As far as Asajj goes, I'm a fan of Asajj. I just wish she was better in this game. And the rework, I think, has helped for sure. And until I, level her up and play with her a little bit more with the rework, get her up higher, then I won't be able to have much of an opinion, I suppose. But this is kind of a necessary evil. This is one of those really easy battles that is kind of, anyone can do. But getting Omega pieces, that's absolutely necessary in the game. These abilities are not nearly as good without maxing that out. It's funny to see my old Daka as an attacker. She's the one that's laying down most of the damage in this. Four, 5. Yeah, 45. Load them up on bombs, only to have them killed by Daka. What a shame. I love Jakku in the background, by the way. That was pretty cool. I do like that. That's an iconic shot for sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to refresh or not. We'll come back to that, but I just want to see where I'm sitting with the arena. Again, I'm ranked number 4. Let's look at the teams. So this is what my arena normally looks like. Haronolop, who was the guy who was in first yesterday, who had the Jedi team, and Penguin, who was in the number 3 slot yesterday, is now back to his original team that he's used so long. He loves his clones, and of course Jedi Anakin works so well with clones. And then Scourge, he's awesome. He does a lot of different team comps as well, but he really likes a Rebel comp a little bit. I know he adds a few other characters in there, but Scourge's team's pretty strong. And 46,000, 47,000, 49,000, and I'm at 49,000. This is normally who's in the top 5. Our teams between the 47 and 51,000 range. So we got to do Haronolop yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and fight Penguin. I do want to show you how awesome clones are. Everybody asks about clones and, are they really worth it? I will tell you, if you can do what number 2 slotted Penguin did with his clones, you'll be fine. His clones shoot out of turn so much. It's ridiculous. The only reason why I can even beat the clones is because they don't do as much damage. Don't tell anybody. But if you actually do critical damage, critical chance on all your clones, it probably mop up pretty much any team that's out there. They're very tanky. They can take a lot of damage, not die right away, and they just don't do a lot of damage. That's, it's sad when, Rex or fives are your biggest damage dealers. It's just not. It's just not a very, they don't shoot for a lot. That's the problem. But let's go ahead and let's fight Penguin, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to switch him out. I switch him out every day. I change up different individuals each and every day. And you know what? Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Someone asked me yesterday why I don't use Lando, so I'll put Lando in. All right, so the only person over there that is an issue really is Echo. One, he has the greatest damage capability on a clone's team, and he also does a debuff, which he'll take off all the taunts, and I don't want that to happen. And his AoE is one of the strongest in the game. So he's also one of the least tankiest characters across the way. And if I'm going to do a triple shot... Now, again, I know a lot of people are looking, going, woo, they got Jedi Knight Anakin. Why would you do this? You're going to give Jedi Knight Anakin the ability to do his AoE and do 75% more damage. That's crazy. And I know, and that's okay. There he goes. He did his AoE. But I really have to try to... See all those attacks? That's crazy. Now more attacks. Now more attacks. Now his other attack, AoE, it's just not a lot of damage. And against his Jedi Knight Anakin gets to go again. Now I am going to select Jedi Knight Anakin second. By the way, if you're doing an AoE, it matters who you target. If you've got it on Rex and you do the AoE, even if it hits everybody, it will trigger abilities within Rex, whereas if you click on Jedi Knight Anakin, it will trigger abilities within Anakin. So you got to be careful who you're targeting when you do AoEs. See, bonus attacks, tons of them, but look at this. He's hardly doing any damage. Now I'm going to go ahead and give him offense down. Oh, and he resisted because he has tenacity up. I should have done that to someone else. We're going to just work on Jedi Knight Anakin. I mean, really, his fives is who does the majority of the damage. I mean, 4,800, and he'll shoot a couple of times. Let's go ahead and just take out Rex now. I know I gave him an extra turn, but we'll focus on him next. Get him gone. And of course, everyone knows this, but you'll leave fives to the end. And the reason for that is pretty simple. That basically, you know he's going to counter a ton, and so you just wait until the end. By the way, I used that AoE because he had greater than... I'll use this AoE too. Because he had greater than 100 in health. And so it's the only time you want to really use that is if they're Empire or greater than that health. But you can see between yesterday's battle and today's battle, this clones team mopped up both my tanks, whereas yesterday I didn't lose either tank on that particular battle against the Jedi. So that increases my rank from number 4 to number 2, and we could do other battles. But I just wanted to show you really quick another arena battle as well as going against clones. I know a lot of people really enjoy the clones and want to know how good they are. They are good. I really like them. Their biggest drawback is the amount of damage they do. Their biggest strength is the amount of attacks that they do and their tankiness naturally and inherently. So if you're looking for a team that takes a whole entire year and potentially money to grind, then the clones are for you. And if you are looking for a team that does really high damage, the clones are not for you. But if you were to gear them right, they would be a terrific fun team to play with. So as always, have yourselves an awesome afternoon. Keep your gaming on. Warrior out.